As One Piece sails deeper into its Egghead arc in spring 2025, episode 1128, aired on May 4, 2025, marks a pivotal moment in the series' final saga. Adapted from Eiichiro Oda's iconic manga and animated by Toei Animation, this arc sees the Straw Hat Pirates entangled in a high-stakes conflict on Dr. Vegapunk's futuristic island. Titled The Nightmare Strikes Warrior God of Science and Defense, Saint Saturn, the episode centers on the menacing arrival of Saint J. Garcia Saturn, a member of the Gorosei, escalating the threat to unprecedented levels. I'm awestruck by the episode's sheer intensity and visual splendor, which fans on X have hailed as movie quality. Yet, its ambitious scope invites scrutiny to determine if it truly lives up to the hype. Following the electrifying Luffy-Kazura clash in episode 1127, where Luffy's Gear 5 form briefly overwhelmed the Admiral, episode 1128 shifts gears with the arrival of Saint Saturn on Egghead Island. Saturn, radiating an otherworldly aura, targets Dr. Vegapunk and Bonnie, unveiling a monstrous spider-like form that underscores his terrifying power. Luffy, low on stamina, struggles to conclude his fight with Kizaru, while Zoro's duel with Lucci intensifies. Sanji steps up to protect Vegapunk and Bonnie, showcasing rare resolve. The episode ends on a chilling cliffhanger as Saturn's presence looms over the island, hinting at a catastrophic showdown. This installment transitions from individual battles to a broader, existential threat, amplifying the arc stakes. Episode 1128 is a watershed moment, advancing the Egghead arc by introducing Saturn as a tangible, overwhelming antagonist. His arrival, coupled with the reveal of his awakened devil fruit powers, marks a major turning point, shifting the narrative from marine skirmishes to a direct confrontation with the world government's elite. The episode effectively fulfills its role as a catalyst for the arc's escalation, resolving the question of Saturn's involvement while raising new ones about his motives and the Gorosei's broader plans. The pacing, however, feels breathless. The rapid cuts between Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Saturn's entrance sacrifice breathing room for character moments. I think this intensity suits the episode's stakes, but a slightly slower build-up could have heightened the dread of Saturn's debut. Luffy, Saturn, Sanji, and Bonnie take center stage, each revealing new facets. Luffy's exhaustion in Gear 5 exposes his vulnerability, a rare glimpse of his physical limits, though his defiant spirit remains unshaken. Saturn, voiced with chilling gravitas by Keiichi Noda, emerges as a cold, calculating force, his dialogue hinting at centuries of authority. Sanji's protective stand against Saturn is a standout, showcasing a steely resolve that counters his usual comedic persona. His line, "I won't let you touch them," is delivered with rare conviction. Bonnie's emotional turmoil, grappling with Vegapunk's fate, adds depth to her role, though her screen time feels limited. Zoro and Lucci's fight, while intense, offers less character growth, serving more as action spectacle. I really appreciate Sanji's moment to shine, but I wish Bonnie's arc had more space to breathe. The episode reinforces themes of resistance, sacrifice, and the abuse of power. Luffy and Sanji's defiance against Saturn embodies the Straw Hats' unyielding fight against oppression, a core One Piece motif. Saturn's monstrous form and ruthless pursuit of Vegapunk and Bonnie critique the world government's dehumanizing control, with his unearthly presence symbolizing systemic corruption. Bonnie's tears highlight the personal cost of this conflict, tying sacrifice to hope for a better future. These themes are conveyed through action and sparse but impactful dialogue, though the episode's breakneck pace slightly mutes their resonance. I'm struck by how Saturn's arrival reframes the Straw Hats' rebellion as a cosmic struggle, prompting reflection on power's corrupting influence. The episode expands One Piece's lore by unveiling Saturn's awakened devil fruit, a spider-like form with a black cloud scarf, suggesting Gorosei powers transcend typical abilities. This hints at a mystical or spiritual dimension to the world government's authority, deepening the final saga stakes. The depiction of Egghead's besieged state, with Marines tightening their grip, reinforces the island's role as a microcosm of global conflict. I find these additions thrilling, though I personally don't understand why the episode didn't clarify the extent of Saturn's powers, leaving some lore ambiguous. The world feels richer, but a touch more context would ground the escalation. The dialogue is impactful but lean, prioritizing action over verbosity. Saturn's sparse lines, like "eliminate the threats," are chillingly efficient, reflecting his authority. Luffy's taunts to Kizaru, such as "you're not so bright now, huh?" inject humor, staying true to his character. Sanji's protective vow is a highlight, though some exchanges, like Zoro's generic battle banter, feel formulaic. The writing excels in pacing the action but falters in quieter moments, with Bonnie's emotional beat feeling rushed. I didn't like how the script leaned heavily on spectacle over character-driven dialogue, but its economy suits the episode's intensity. Toei Animation delivers a visual tour de force, with fans on X praising 16 minutes of Sakuga that at rival episode 1015. Saturn's spider-like form, cloaked in black haze, is a visual masterpiece, its red eyes and skittering limbs evoking primal fear. Luffy's Gear 5 punch, coated in armament hockey, bursts with vibrant colors and fluid motion. Director Nozomu Shishido's vision, lauded for its dark tone, elevates the episode to cinematic heights. A low-angle shot of Saturn's transformation, framed against a stormy sky, exudes dread, while rapid cuts between Luffy and Kizaru's clash maintain relentless energy. The soundtrack, featuring Angel and Devil by GRE4N Boys, pulses with urgency, syncing perfectly with the action. Episode 1128 evokes exhilaration, dread, and empathy. Saturn's arrival is chilling, his monstrous form a visceral shock that left me on edge. Sanji's stand against insurmountable odds is rousing, while Bonnie's tearful plea for Vegapunk's safety is heart-wrenching, a moment fans on X called phenomenal. The episode's relentless pace and Saturn's looming threat prompt reflection on the Straw Hat's resilience against overwhelming power. It leaves a lasting impression, with the Nika Flash hinting at deeper lore that I also anticipate will shape the arc's climax. This is One Piece at its emotional peak. Episode 1128 is a triumph, blending jaw-dropping animation, intense action, and thematic depth to deliver a landmark chapter in the Egghead arc. Its strengths lie in Saturn's terrifying debut, Sanji's heroic moment, and Toei's visual mastery, with 16 minutes of Sakuga earning fan acclaim. However, rushed pacing, outdated sound effects, and underdeveloped character beats for Bonnie and Zoro temper its perfection. I didn't like how the episode prioritized spectacle over quieter moments, but I think it achieves its goal of escalating the arc stakes, making it one of 2025's standout episodes. I'm thrilled for the series' future, expecting Saturn's actions and Luffy's response to redefine the final saga. This is One Piece firing on all cylinders, with minor tweaks needed to reach its zenith.